Well, they got Stony popping on in the opener. Alright, it is going to be Stony versus Versace, by the way. Red versus Red. We'll see where these two go with their Paladins, man. It should be as an even match as it comes. That's going to be mostly like them trading out abilities. Yeah, it's going to be trick out of Stony, getting a Hydra Versace, trick us out as well. It's going to be first wings for Versace. Could go for Shield of Vengeance as well. Looks like Stony's trying to get himself a little bit of a reset, though. His Shield of Vengeance popped that early, though. Safe to Chicken coming in super early. Might have to go bubble here very, very early. No! Right before he could go for a bubble, Versace clapped him out on damage, got that Crucible, big damage rolling while those wings are up. And Pantora is going to be up next for Versace. Got himself another set of wings. Hodge coming out, doesn't have a way to deal with his Hodge this time. Going to be a bubble as soon as he sees the wings from Pantora. He was waiting for this for a while. Going to be Shield of Vengeance for Pantora early. If Versace can break those Shield of Vengeance, he actually might have a good setup. If he goes for Shield of Vengeance himself, Pantora is going to be the one taking most of the brunt of that damage because Versace should have his shield set up and ready to go. As the burst out of Pantora's Shield of Vengeance should break Versace's, and then Versace will be able to break back into Pantora's full exposed naked health bar. But not going to go for that. He's actually going to play this a bit more defensively. Just going to make this game last a little bit longer. That's going to be high for an eye for Pantora. Is that going to be an advantage here versus Versace? Because it is physical damage that he gets to reflect. But these guys are kind of jousting when they're dueling, right? He's coming in, he's kind of getting away from the guy, not letting the auto attacks really do most of the work. Kind of jousting the boy. And Pantora is trying to get himself a little bit of damage with a mid-long wing. Shield of Vengeance coming in for Versace. Might be able to get himself his mid-long wings if his shield is about to pop. Going to be a Hodge to Pantora. Might be seeing a bubble out of him. If we do see a bubble, Versace might go for a bit of a heal inside. You know what? I'm going to get some ability. Get himself a flashlight. Actually cancel on the flashlight as soon as he sees Pantora right on his tail. Shield of Vengeance popping, but Versace still has a fair amount of health. Pantora is safe. She could get it procced. He's trying to go for a bit of recovery. So will Versace. Flashlight coming out for Pantora. Versace got himself wings up and running right now. That's just full wings, not even mid-long wings, but it's going to be a Hodge onto Versace, by the way. Pantora is just trying to see if he can catch himself a bit of a reset. Huge damage coming in by Versace, though. Bob coming out for him. Versace can still get quite a bit of holy damage through the Blessing of Protection, and he does actually clip him right through the Blessing. Lucron is up next. Versace and Lucron are exchanging a couple of those Crucibles back to this is going to be kind of a hard fight here versus Versace. Well, the Versace is down on the bubble. Bop is still going to be a pretty big ability for him here because of all the pets doing partially physical damage. But Versace is just chilling back behind the pillar, wanting for Lucron to come to him. Just going to get a couple of those Crucibles in there. And he's going to pop right back at the Lucron. Now Hodge coming out. Oh, he hodges himself at the end. Trick inside of it to go for. That's going to be Fear. Onto Versace has his wings up and running. He's next to the pillar, though. Actually, not going to go far from a pillar. Going to be Summon Tyrant. Maybe another stun. Horror Effect instead, actually. Might go for a second stun after. Cyclotronic Blast in case he goes for a Blessing of Protection. Lots of damage. Versace safe chicken. Getting proc right here. Staying away from the Tyrant. The Tyrant is going to be around the corner, but he is a bit of a dumb pet, though. He is getting covered. Oh, my God. He's actually got a couple claps in. Versace's health not looking that good. Double Felguard on him. Still attacking him. Still doing quite a lot of damage. Goes for that Wake of Ashes just to stun all the demons and actually give him a little bit of that reset here. I don't even know where he's getting all the healing from. Is he just healing from the flashlights? It doesn't even look like he got himself a single flashlight here and there. This man is just healing so much. How? How's he healing? Now he's going for flashlights, but earlier though, after that burst, Bob coming out versus Lucron is still going to eat those fears to the face, trying not to get rebuked. Going to be a Hodge into Lucron. He chickens out of it with a wall, has a reflect if he needs to. Versace getting hit with a fear. Now it's going to be Lucron just stacking up the shadow bolts and maybe another fear into Versace. He's going to be near line of sight, doesn't want to go behind the pillar, has Shield of Vengeance for him if he needs to. More handed gold dance coming out for Lucron. Versace staying in there, but has wings up and running. Going to probably go for Shield of Vengeance too, just while eventually he gets low. He's going to get an interrupt onto Lucron. Lucron just do a jump. Did Lucron just jump? It looked like Lucron just made a little bit of a hop. It's like a random hop. Gonna be another hand to go down with more fears. Trying to see if he can burn through Versace's Shield of Vengeance. Is gonna be a demonic Tyrant while it's stun coming out of Versace. Doesn't Tyrant even get one cast off? It does get one cast off, so he does get through the Shield of Vengeance. But that Tyrant is not having to run a long way before he can even do anything to Versace. And Lucron is actually keeping Versace next to that Tyrant. He's actually going to rebuke that Tyrant, interrupt that Tyrant, stopping him from doing damage. Lucron gets on top of him. Good go for the reflect. that Hodge Versace needs to save, man. He needs to make sure he has that Hodge saved properly, because if he Hodges into Reflect, he's going to be in a bad situation. Horror Effect onto Versace with a couple more CDs building up. Look around, might get himself a Reflect up and running. Reflect is up. Versace is going to go for Wings. Now he knows when he can Reflect. Stun onto Versace, trick us out of it. Might be able to get a stun onto Looker. He does port way out of there. Versace trying to catch up, but decides to go behind the pillar instead. He decided, you know what, I will play it super safe. I'm waiting for my real Wings. 20 seconds on those. And Looker is going to set himself up another plan B. Fear not going to happen as Rebuke comes out for Versace. Might be able to get a big one. That's going to be a Hodge, as he saw that Cyclotronic trying to come out. Save Chicken coming in for Looker, so he's going to have at least some way to defend himself. Intro Drain Life immediately onto Versace. He's going to just throw a Judgment and then keeping Looker on South Low. And Looker is going to get himself some distance. Fear onto Versace. He does get himself the Blade of Justice and a Drain Life coming out for Looker. And he's trying to survive here. Horror Effect, give him a little bit of health. Maybe he might be able to get himself a Warlock Hellstone. Shadow Bolts are coming out. Hand of Gul'dan to follow. Might be able to build himself quite a bit of an army with Hand of Gul'dans. Another Hand of Gul'dan. Might be able to go for a full setup on Versace. He's going to have Bubble in just 4 seconds. Full stun. It's going to be Tyrant. Bubble available for Versace. Bubbles it. And Lookout has nothing to go here. Oh my god, I can't even find the guy for a bit. Maybe Reflect available. Nope. Does go down. And Versace is going to them. He was getting confused. He's like, wait, are you not next? Who's next? We got a Vinci. And we got Nando. Alright, Vinci opening up with a go road, kidney shot. Can anybody take down Versace? He's down in Bubble and Bob. Tricky coming up in about 24 seconds. Shield of Vengeance is up and running if he ever needs to. He's going to go for Reflecting. He's going to just cleansing himself as much as he can with his poisons. Hodge onto Vinci. Try to see if he maybe can force out a cooldown out of him. Going to go for the middle long Wings here versus a Vinci. Is he going to be able to clap him out? Save Tricky coming in for a Vinci though. Versace trying to see if he can just survive. They're going to go for the Dark Iron Racial in order to take him all the bleeds off of him. Vinci still has evasion rolling. Could maybe go for an interrupt. Does he miss that interrupt? I think he still has an interrupt. It's going to be Maledict over Versace right now. Shield of Vengeance is up. Could be a Cloak of Shadows out of Vinci. If you want to go for the big one shot, that Shield of Vengeance is going to pop very soon. Vinci goes for a self heal. That Shield of Vengeance is going to pop, but the Maledict is going to be gone. Let's try to go for a bit of AoE to get Vinci out in the open. And flashlights are coming out for Versace. Back to back. 4 minutes left on that bubble. This would be the perfect opportunity. Maybe a killing shot to follow onto Versace. Could trinket out of this if he wants to. Does trinket Hodge into Vinci. He does trinket out of it. Has a cloak, has advantage. Could go for a full vendetta if he wanted to. Can he even catch up to Versace? Doesn't have the mobility as the same. It's only 70% damage. So Versace get himself quite a good amount of heals, and he's going to go for that Blade of Justice to continue that slow onto Vinci, force him to reset, and then get into AoE, not letting Vinci reset, but he's just continuing to heal himself as much as possible every global that he can. He does a really good job recovering. Takes every single global where he can get a flashlight here and there very well. He tries to go for as much healing as humanly possible. Managing mana, which is really well done. There's going to be a Bob not available for a while. Vendetta coming down for Vinci. Can he do the big damage to Versace? Same Chicken coming down. Cloaks and Shadows coming in a little bit early. Poison Bomb drop. Is Brocken onto Versace. Trying to get a heal. I think he might be down and does get killed with an Envenom. Very well played regardless though. He took out 3 people back to back and Vinci got that Envenom in. Greater Pirate setting up for Seawork with the Ring of Frost under Vinci. No Chicken available. Does get that nice Greater Pirate to connect. Vanish available for Vinci. Is he gonna go for that Vanish? No, gets himself a heal. Is that... I don't think he actually got all of that Greater Pyro. I don't think the Greater Pyro even connected unless Vinci got himself such a huge healing over time that he basically healed through it or something, you know? I think Seawork actually didn't get one off. Might have been a small misplay there. Vinci cannot find a restart except that sap. I don't know how he can't find a restart, but he can still land a sap though. That's so weird. Finally, he gets the opener on Seawork. Maybe Seawork will trinket this immediately to go for damage. Get the shot. Seawork trinkets out of it, but it looks like he's going to try to go for a bit of a temporal here. Vinci is going to try to see if he can get around Miley onto Seawork. He's going to blink right at him. Double blink. Doesn't get the Greater Pyro. What a bold move there. Vinci does have a trinket and advantage if he needs to. Might vanish this. He's going to vanish this. No, going to get frozen. I think Seawork might be checking like, did he get frozen? Did he not get frozen? I don't think he did. Sap, and that's going to be Vinci get himself a bit of a reheal with that Crucible, man. It gives him so much flexibility as Assassination with that Crucible. Can use it for damage or not. It's going to be, was that a Vendetta? No, it wasn't Vendetta out of Vinci. Might have been a Toxic Blade. Has a trinket if he needs to. Could trinket or Cloak of Shadows. He's going to trinket, and he's going to catch himself a re-stealth actually. Very well done. Vinci tried. Seawork tried to Frost Nova Vinci, but couldn't quite do it. He was hoping that the rogue was maybe nearby, but Vinci came in a little bit later. Shortest got rolled in the world. And Vinci just trying to get some combo points there just to get a full kidney on Seawork later. Seawork is kind of out of defensives completely. No Ice Block, no Temporal, no Trinket even. He's going to have to really go for the full Hail Mary. Vinci does have a Cloak of Shadows to cover him. Unless Seaver can land a full Greater Pyro, freeze Greater Pyro, and get the damage on Vinci low. Vinci, all he can do is Cloak of Shadows later. Does get frozen. Perfect lineup with the Greater Pyro. Hopefully that other Greater Pyro does make a play. Does get a Fire Blast in. Going to be a blind on Seaver. I can see Vinci is going to have to go for a full re-heal himself with full Crucible. Safe to trick and get a proc too. Well, he has a Cloak of Shadows, so if he makes a mistake without that cloak, that's it, man. If he doesn't pre-cloak things, that's going to be it. Fireball by Seavark with the Meteor. Vinci did actually break out of that Nova early enough and is looking to just catch himself a reset. 30 seconds left on advantage. He's just trying to hold on to that Cloak of Shadows, which is doing really well, man. If he can hold on to that cloak, not use it early, maybe use it when he knows he can go for a kill, then that'll be his best chance at winning this duel, man. It's a Fire Mage, and you know, rogues usually are a little bit ahead of mages when it comes to gameplay. Like a rogue can beat up a mage fairly easily, but he gotta play it safe here. Because if he makes a misplay, Seavark still is a power cannon, man. He's a glass cannon. Yeah, he's glass. He's a clothy. But he's a massive cannon, dude. The damage he can put out just out of nowhere is incredible. Does get a blink with the eye to try to get a Fire Blast onto Vinci. He goes for a full Garrote into a Kidney Shot. Trick available for Seavark. Does get a Temporal Rolling into some damage. He's going to go for a Cloak right here. Is Vinci going to go for full Vendetta? Might even go for it. Maledict onto Seavark. Could really unload a lot of damage. He has advantage if he is going to get advantage on the Seavark. And then Maledict is not going to let Seavark heal at all. Ring of Frost to follow, gonna sap the Ring of Frost, and I think that's it. Another Garrote coming in to Seavark, cheap shot to follow, and I think the Envenoms are gonna do it for Vinci. He does have a Cauterize though, so he could maybe have a chance still. If Seavark has himself Combustion, which he does, he could go for a big Combustion setup. Kidney Shot coming in, but Kidney Shot not enough to trigger that Cauterize. Seavark having to go for a bit of a self-heal and try to get himself a Ring of Frost into Vinci. Fire Blast of Pyro's coming out. Wait, did he actually turn this around? Vinci is gonna get himself a self-heal rolling with a little bit of that Crucible. If Seavark can just blink around and get a hot Seavark, oh, what? Did it not have Cauterize? Did he Cauterize someone earlier? I thought he had Cauterize. I thought he was doing fine. What killed me? Wait. So for you, even Cauterize didn't? The poisons? Was he running Deadly Poison? Ooh, that's a good question. Holy sh... I don't know what killed you. Ancient Flame proc from across the map. Ooh, that's unlucky. So that's an Azeroth proc, dude. That's the Crucible Flame proc. Crucible Flame passive, if you guys were not aware. The active effect lets you fire up an ability that puts a dot or a hot and does damage and can do scaling damage. The passive is all your abilities have a chance to put up an Ancient Flame they can stack on an enemy. There's also an extra damage over time. Is Peachy there? He did go bear form. So he is there. I think he's trolling a Vinci, actually. I think he's trolling the guy. I actually don't know what he's doing. Does get a Poison Bomb with a Garrote. Peachy just gonna get a couple swipes in there. Just a couple swipes with the Thorns. I think she should probably bail away from the Thorns, allowing Peachy to actually get himself a little bit of a reset. He's going to get himself a cleanse. He's going to be Trinket out of Peachy as he gets hit with a full Kidney Shot out of form. He's going to have to go for a turnaround into Peachy with a little bit of a Rake opener. Vinci popping in Cloak and Evasion to just struck the damage into Peachy. He has a blind if he ever needs to, unless he doesn't have blind anymore. Blind on Peachy. Why is super low in health, and Vendetta almost available for Vinci. He could actually get the kill here on Peachy right here. That was well played. He got a mark for that Shadow Step. And Peachy wasn't expecting, so he had to Trinket it. And then he chucked him while he had defenses up. That's going to be some saps coming out for Vinci with a full kidney. Garrote on top of Peachy. Could get some big damage. Big Envenom could come out here. Trying to get a mark for Envenom. And he does get quite a lot of damage with a Maledict to follow. Peachy is going to wall this. Cannot really heal through that much. Getting interrupted on the heal. Actually, Wall's the only thing he has left. And oh my god, Vinci! That was a nice Envenom at the end there, buddy. Oh my goodness. Whoa! Oh, Jesus. That was quite nice. Storms, what's up, fam? How you doing, my guy? Playing the Beastmaster with Sir Vinci. Gonna let him catch a reset, but he's gonna get a flare up. He's like, you're not gonna open to me yet. Let me set up my traps first. You got a trifecta of traps, man. Look, what is that? We got ourselves a freezing trap. We got ourselves charge trap. We got ourselves probably an explosive trap there. Remember when hunters like Survival Hunter had freezing trap, tar trap, and normal explosive trap? The one that did damage, not the one that did knock you back. I guess the new one does knock you back and do damage. That's going to be exactly what needed that for. That's going to be a Kidney Shot, but he got knocked back, so he at least wasted like a second of that Kidney Shot. Didn't get quite full value. And Storm's going to actually just walk back on top of his traps if he does want to get that freezing trap to trigger. Storm's actually going to go for some damage of his own. Beefing up the pet. Bestial Wrath coming out is going to get himself a self-heal rolling, but the dampening is so high, he doesn't really see a lot of the health coming back. Even went for Exhilaration, but saw very, very little health recovery. Freezing trap on the other side, eventually might walk into it, and he does trigger it. The pet does stop attacking immediately in order to facilitate the opener. And if Storms has a stun onto Avinci, he might have it here. Stuns exchanged by Avinci and Storms, but Storms is going to burn a trinket here with a Dire Basilisk on one side. Avinci is going to go for a vanish. Hopefully he doesn't have a bleed rolling on him. He does have a bleed rolling from the barb shot. Looking to catch a re-stealth regardless. Might be able to build a calm points off the pet. He's going to use for Crucible. Does not catch a re-stealth, but that's going to be Corona Storms at least. Could still land a kidney shot here. Going to be Storms popping in his own pet heal ASAP. Should honestly just pre-wall this. Actually, eventually getting knocked around the map. That's going to be a couple of Cobra shots to him. Eventually doesn't have a lot of health left really, unless he has calm points. Maybe get a kidney shot on Storms. He's going to get a blind, but I think it's going to be really it, and down he goes. And Nanda's going to be up next. I don't think Storms has a chance here. I think Nanda's just going to auto-attack him through, dude. Get a couple of kill commands. Yeah, there's not a lot left, man. Storms, if they had, like, mage food... Actually, there's still Storms, and Zach is the other guy left on Team Blue. So Nanda might as well finish him off really quickly. And Storms is going to be able to catch himself a full camo. The pet does get found out, so Storms does get found out through that camo. And Nanda just needs to do the least amount of damage, least amount of cooldown spend, in order to do damage to Storms, in order to score this kill, just to get the pet over there. Kill commands again in exchange, stun into Nando, trinkets out of it. Might be a bad move at a later time, but he decided, you know what, I need to burn that defensive right now. I need to burn a trinket in order to get Storms right now as best as I can. Does get himself a kill command, and Zachary is rushing at him immediately, not wasting any time as a DH. He's going to get frozen. Is that going to be a trinket out of him? Just going to sit it for a second. He knows he's at a massive advantage here versus Nando. Nando needs to go for a lot of CC, lots of offensive, lots of defensives, but he doesn't have a trinket. So every time Zach can get a full stun on him, I-beam, wombo combo, he's going to just be able to shred through him. And with dampening being so high, not all he could do. Nando popping now the Guardian of Azeroth. If he can keep Zachary next to his Guardian, he actually might do quite a lot of damage. It's going to be Turtle Shell getting that I-beam, has the pet to attack, but the leech is super high. And Zachary even popping in the blur. That pet is doing quite a lot of damage. Stun around the corner, and Zachary might have to trinket it. Actually, doesn't have anyone to heal. Oh my god! Nando's your pets! Just do so much damage. He just kited Zachary. He just kited him the whole time. I can't believe that. The dampening was so high. I thought he was going to be a goner. One stun out of Zachary, that would have been it, man. His health would have been gone. Holy crap. That was incredible.